Today we will understand the increased responsiveness to customer needs under the benefits of supply chain collaboration. Let's begin. Benefit number 2. Increased responsiveness to customer needs. Managing global supply networks is more difficult than ever with so many variables and rising customer demand for faster delivery. Many businesses invest heavily in building more efficient supply chains. But what about responsiveness? Is your supply chain equipped to quickly respond to and solve unexpected and local issues? To get the answer of these questions, please follow the next slides. Why is having a responsive supply chain so important? Simply said, without a highly responsive supply chain, it is difficult to compete in today's ever-changing industry. Customers have grown accustomed to being able to change purchases, make quick returns, communicate with suppliers, and receive items when they want them. These variances need an adaptive and responsive supply chain structure. Without a quick supply chain, it is hard to gain and maintain clients in such a competitive environment. What is a responsive supply chain? Supply chain collaboration improves an enterprise's ability to meet its customers' requests by enhancing efficiency and optimizing and coordinating responses to disruptions. A responsive supply chain can react quickly to changes in demand or other situations. This implies that the supply chain can respond quickly to changes in consumer demand, market conditions, or other variables. A responsive supply chain is defined by its flexibility, agility, and ability to adjust quickly to changing situations. This type of supply chain is typically critical for organizations working in dynamic or rapidly changing environments, since it allows them to remain competitive while satisfying their customers' needs. There are many signs, but few of them highlighted below are part of successful responsive supply chain are: orders are consistently filled accurately. Delivery is easily scaled. Efficient communication. Customer satisfaction. Embrace flexible contracting. Employ range forecasting. Multi-sourcing. Invest in technology that enables a responsive supply chain. Create fair contracts with suppliers. Create forecasts for different scenarios. Devise a supply chain strategy. Monitor your system. How can you build a more responsive supply chain? We've shown that a more responsive supply chain may improve customer retention and, therefore, profitability and growth. So, how can your company begin to build a responsive supply chain? Here are a few things to keep in mind. Optimize communication. Create fair contracts with suppliers. Create forecasts for different scenarios. Utilize modern software. Optimize communication. A significant part of developing a responsive supply chain is simply concentrating on quick and clear communication between your organization, suppliers, third-party logistics providers, and so on. The faster concerns are shared across a supply chain, the faster they may be resolved, preferably before they affect your consumers. While software can help with this, it is equally crucial to ensure that your personnel are educated in efficient communication tactics and are in frequent contact with critical partners throughout your supply chain. Create fair contracts with suppliers. To guarantee that your vendors meet delivery requirements, it is vital to create clear and fair supplier contracts. Management teams should assess a supplier's profit margin, business values, and so on when creating contracts to ensure that circumstances are fair to both parties. Contracts of two sorts are typically employed in these situations: flexible contracts and partial contracts. Flexible contracts spell out exactly what the company wants from the supplier. Because these contracts are outcome-based, output will be dictated by current demand. Flexible contracts let firms satisfy customer demand quickly and efficiently. Partially contracted services help distributors maximize capacity and efficiency across transportation and shipping channels, saving everyone time and money. Depending on the circumstances, both forms of contracts can be beneficial. Create forecasts for different scenarios. Because demand forecasting can never be totally accurate, it is important to develop several estimates for all possible outcomes. Inadequate demand forecasting can result in excess dead stock or, worse, a shortage of supply to meet customer demand. Because events may change quickly, establishing various demand forecasts is crucial for developing a responsive supply chain. When these forecasts are created early on, the inventory management team of a firm may plan for a number of eventualities. This allows organizations to respond quickly to changes in market demand. Utilize modern software. Because of advancements in supply chain software, supply chain visibility is now more accessible than ever. For example, modern inventory management software allows you to examine inventory levels in real time from any location. This allows you to quickly identify and manage inventory shortfalls, which may result in delivery delays. Another example is software that allows you to track shipments in real time, allowing your customers to always know where their belongings are. These technologies increase client trust in your brand and enable management to make swift decisions to remedy flaws before they become major issues. If you haven't begun utilizing supply chain management software yet, now is the moment. Efficient versus responsive supply chains. Because there is a lot of overlap, let's take a look at the differences between efficient and responsive supply chains. Lean processes and procedures that boost output are prioritized in efficient supply chains. A focus on supply chain efficiency results in faster workflow and less waste. Because supply networks are made up of several constantly changing components, establishing an efficient supply chain demands investigating each of these features and increasing visibility and streamlining operations for each. If one part of the supply chain fails, the entire chain may suffer. Companies that focus on establishing ultra-efficient supply chains do well in a market that values speed of delivery and low cost. While an efficient supply chain is tremendously beneficial, it is not the only issue that firms must take into account. In order to remain competitive, a quick supply chain is also required. A responsive supply chain can respond quickly to changing consumer demands, changing economic conditions, natural disasters, and other causes. COVID-19 outbreak concerns recently put supply chain response to the test. While efficiency is important for eliminating waste and controlling costs, responsiveness is also necessary. No matter how efficient a supply chain is, it will not assist a company if it is unable to quickly adjust to what customers desire at any given time. The ability to achieve a happy medium between efficiency and responsiveness is the essential litmus test for a successful supply chain management team. This results in lower costs, faster delivery, and happier customers. I hope you enjoyed this video, and before leaving, if you have not already subscribed this channel, make sure to subscribe, like and hit the bell icon to get updates when I post new videos. Provide your feedback in comments. You can download material from the below links under video.